Hey, what is going on, everybody? This is Mr. T, and welcome back to another episode of Clash of Clans. So, thank you guys so much for being patient with me. I've been responding to as many comments as I can. A lot of you guys have been wondering why I haven't been posting in the last couple of days. Thank you for being patient. I've actually been in San Jose. I am in San Diego, as I mentioned in previous videos, and I was traveling up there to see some family. It's about a 7.5, 8 hour drive, so it took quite a bit, and I did that in the span of 3 days. I saw some family, I came back, and it's been a very busy couple days, but I'm glad to be back, because today I have the single most amazing and potentially game-changing theory to share with you that will just absolutely blow your minds. I thought about this a lot. As I was driving back down from San Diego, I had a lot of time to think from San Jose. And I thought about Clash of Clans and this new event that we're having. These events. In a previous video, I mentioned how events could be the single biggest game-changing concept in this game. But then I thought about the shipwreck. And then I thought about events. What could it potentially mean? Now, a shipwreck normally has to do with the water around our base. It could mean bringing events into the game. It could mean bringing potential things from another game like Boom Beach into this game, which would make a lot of sense because it's a ship. But it could also mean the introduction of new content into the game, of visitors into your base from the game. Now, stick with me for a second. Clash of Clans just introduced this Ice Wizard today, right? And the Ice Wizard is pretty awesome. I'm gonna be showing you some gameplay in the background here as I talk about this theory. And by the way, guys, just a quick aside here. I wouldn't necessarily recommend this strategy or any of the following ice wipe strategies that you're about to see in this video. Because I'm not very good with them. I've never been very good with Go Wipe, and I'm just kind of throwing some things together here, just kind of show you some gameplay from the Ice Wizard. And I don't want to talk about the Ice Wizard specifically, because you can watch a bunch of other YouTubers for that, but this video is unique to me. So go down in the comment section below, and let me know, what do you think this game-changing update that I could be talking about is? Pause the video right now and you tell me, because I want to see if anyone gets it before I actually talk about this. All right, so these events have the potential to introduce new troops into the game. For example, the Ice Wizard is a temporary troop that was introduced into the game, and the Ice Wizard's level, or the Ice Wizard's power, depends on your town hall. So unlike previous updates where a new troop is introduced permanently, the level and the damage is based on your laboratory level for it. So if you upgrade Baby Dragon from level 1 to level 2, it is going to gain power and allow you to actually use that troop better. But the Ice Wizard depends on your town hall level. So the highest level version of the Ice Wizard is available for you at your current town hall level. So there's no restriction on how you can use that troop in any way. Now, Supercell could just be doing this to test out the Ice Wizard, to potentially introduce it as a permanent troop into the game. Maybe. But there's already 12 barracks levels in this game, and I sincerely doubt that Supercell wants to introduce more barracks levels into the game. I think the Ice Wizard will be temporary. It may be available again on a temporary special basis. However, I don't think that it will be available forever. I think that what they did here was perfect, because it opens the door for something so huge that it will change this game. And if I am right, you can quote me in saying this right here today on December 30th, 2016, on the eve of 2017, that Clash of Clans will never be the same again. So here's the update, guys. I believe that Supercell will start introducing new temporary troops on a consistent basis to rival what is done in Clash Royale and what is done with other games as well. You're going to see these events introduce new troops that are going to consistently change the meta of this game. But here's the thing. These troops will never need to be buffed or nerfed because they're only introduced for such a short amount of time. They will shortly affect the meta of the game and create excitement and commotion in the game and allow you to mess around with these troops and use them to the best of your advantage. But after that, they're gone. And that's great because in a few weeks after that, we can get another troop. Now, why do I think this? And why would I make such a far-fetched assumption about this? Here's the thing. The point I made before about Supercell introducing this troop as a town hall based troop. Again, you have the highest level version of that troop. It cannot be stronger than your current town hall level. Meaning that it should be perfectly balanced for your town hall level in that you have just that offensive power to go with. You cannot get donated troops from much higher levels. So you have to use that troop at that level. So that in itself helps create balance offensively and defensively because you do not have to go against it as well. But also, Supercell has never introduced a troop like this without a laboratory level. And they've never introduced a temporary troop. This could open the door to introducing other troops from Clash Royale, such as the musketeer, the lumberjack. Wouldn't you love to see the lumberjack? The angry barbarians, I don't think they're called the angry barbarians, but the barbarians into the game. And this could be amazing. Can you believe it? In February, we could get a new temporary troop for a week and a half or two that could allow us to use it, mess around with it, and just do a crazy amount of attacks. This could create a lot of excitement, a lot of content for YouTubers, for the community. And it could just be hilariously insane just how cool it could be to mess around with these troops. But then the question is, why? Why would Supercell do something like this? Why would they introduce temporary troops? Imagine the Heavy from Boom Beach. Or just something different. The Mega Minion at some point would be awesome in Clash of Clans. And yes, there is a lot of crossover from Clash Royale, but that's because Clash Royale has had a lot of success introducing these new troops. Now, I don't personally like Clash Royale because it is play to win, and it is very difficult to upgrade as a free-to-play player, and it's very difficult to actually do very well in the meta of the game without spending some money, which Clash of Clans will nullify that by allowing you to have these troops temporarily and have the highest level version of that troop in that level. Now, anyway, I digress. Let's go back to the question. Why would Supercell do this? In doing this, in introducing these new troops on a relatively consistent basis, it will address the #1 problem with Clash of Clans today, and that is the lack of new content. Lack of new content into the game has been something that has plagued players forever. Because it takes so long in between updates to introduce something major into the game that allows players that gem all the way up to the top and don't have anything to do, or that allow players that have gotten tired of content within their own town hall level. Introducing these temporary troops would create excitement on a continuous basis at any town hall level with any diversity, because there will be no time spent on the laboratory. You can use the troop to its best designed advantage right away, and it would be extremely powerful and effective with the troops that you currently have, with what you have available to you. That's awesome. That's amazing, because if you think about it, you will be able to use that troop to the best of its ability right there. Nothing else. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to add anything. You don't have to upgrade anything. It's just there temporarily, and then it's gone. But that's okay. The question is, why would they want to do that too? I mean, like, why is that so important? Because introducing a troop permanently is way too hard to balance. Clash of Clans wants to create a balanced game. They've been trying really hard. They've been nerfing and buffing a bunch of troops directly and indirectly. The Valkyrie, the Miner, the Golem. Oh my god, so many balance changes this year already. But this nullifies that. They don't have to balance it. It's only available for a week and a half. If it's OP, it's OP and then it's gone. If it's too weak, it was too weak and then it's gone, but that's okay. It's a fun way to play this game and to create excitement. Now, players have been asking for new Goblin levels forever. New Goblin levels are probably not going to happen at this point, and if they do, it's going to be a long time from now. It just takes too much time. But a new temporary troop doesn't necessarily have to take that long. I mean, they're just designing a troop that's going to be around for a couple of days, and then it's gone. So realistically, you only need to think about numbers that would kind of work. The play testing could be done on a continuous level to make sure that these troops are balanced somewhat into the game. And with time, I mean, we're talking about developers that are extremely intelligent. They know what would go well into this game, and I trust them as a player. Now, the lack of this would also address another point, and it's the lack of continuous influx of new troops like Clash Royale. Again, I already mentioned why they cannot do this. It takes too long to balance permanent troops in Clash of Clans, much less than Clash Royale. Clash Royale, you have a million different troops, so it's not that difficult to find an OP strategy once you introduce a new troop or a new card like the Graveyard Spell, the Tornado, that can now be used with other cards that were previously not OP. So introducing new cards balances the game out in different ways, and people will find ways to game the system and to use it to their advantage eventually, regardless of whether a troop is introduced temporarily or permanently or anything. So here's the thing. This would fix that because they will introduce continuously new troops into the game, but they don't necessarily have to stay. Then if they want one to stay, if the community wants it so bad, for next Christmas, they could say, hey, we introduced these 10 temporary troops into the game. Which one do you want for Christmas? Give us a poll. Reach out to the community and have us pick our next permanent troop that we've already played with, that we as a community have already tested and love. Wouldn't that be amazing, guys? Think about it. I hope that I am not giving Supercell too much credit, because in my opinion, this is the best possible course of action for them. And I think that this is what they're doing. It makes sense based on the shipwreck, which I don't have as much evidence to connect that into this, but I hope that it has something to do with Boom Beach and bringing troops over from that game. Clash Royale can just kind of naturally flow into the game a little bit easier because it's part of the same relative universe, but Boom Beach isn't. Boom Beach is completely different. You're on a pirate ship or you're on an island in the middle of nowhere, so they need the shipwrecks. Anyway, I'm gonna digress here and I'm gonna show you a Go Ice Wipe attack, because Go Ice Wipes are just the best kind of attack ever, because Ice Wipes just know how to get into the middle of this base, of any base really, and they just do such a great job. I've been showing you a couple of ones here in the background as I've been playing along with this, and the main part of it is you want to still use a few wizards into this attack because you want to still be able to create a funnel for your king and queen, and for the rest of the wizards to go into the center a little bit. The P.E.K.K.A.s have been severely buffed. And the ice wizards will mainly serve to help out the defenses, but they need to stay behind the golems here, which is proving very difficult to do. And I've been doing this attack a couple times today, and it's been a great thing, but I don't want to spend the bulk of the time covering it because I think that, again, it is so important what this update could do, what having events like this could do, and I truly hope that Supercell implements this into the game. And it would be just such an incredible thing to see this game become such an exciting experience on a weekly basis, on a monthly basis. And the grind is such a huge part of the game, and it's great because it creates so much excitement when you upgrade your town hall and you have great things to do. But that's already established, that's said and done. We want something new, and this could be it. But hey, I'm just a regular guy here talking about a potential game-changing theory for Clash of Clans. At the end of the day, though, that's just it. It's just a theory. So anyway, guys, it is time for our comment question of the day. Our comment question of the day comes from username Gaming with Vicinity. Gaming with Vicinity has some excellent videos. He just hit 1,000 subscribers, and I'm really impressed with his content. He does some excellent Lalunian attacks, so I want you to link to his channel. I'm going to put a link right in the description here, and I'm going to show a picture of his profile right here. Please take a look at him. He's a great guy, and he's been commenting a lot of my videos as well. We're going back and forth. We have a lot of respect for each other as Lalunian players, and I definitely want to give him a shout out. So his question today is, what do you think of the recent updates pertaining more towards Town Hall 11s? Is it fair toward lower Town Halls? Is Supercell being biased toward Town Hall 11s due to the fact that the top players fund them with the most revenue per week and that most, if not all of them, are Town Hall 11s? So that's a very loaded question, Vicinity, but I'm going to answer it with this. I think that updates should pertain to Town Hall 11. Town Hall 11 is the highest Town Hall. When Town Hall 8 was the top dog, when Town Hall 9 was the top dog, when Town Hall 10 was the top dog, a lot of the updates pertain to those players. Not only because they're the top dogs, but because balancing those at the top also helps create the meta at the bottom. By donating bowlers at a Town Hall 10 to a Town Hall 9 or even a Town Hall 8, I can significantly change their success at 3-starring. Troops that were not previously able to 3-star or combinations that were not able to 3-star as consistently can now do so better through introducing new troops and content at Town Hall 10. And yeah, at the end of the day, is it fair toward lower Town Halls? Yes, because it helps balance the game for them too and create new content for them. Is Supercell being biased toward Town Hall 11s due to the fact that players fund them more? Maybe, a little bit, but I think also part of it is that they want to continue the game. Supercell has stated in the past that they want the game to be something that you can play for years. Currently, someone posted in the forums the other day that it takes almost 2.5 to 3 years to completely max out a game from the beginning. Yeah. And that's great, and that's how long it should take. It should take a very long time. This game has held my attention for almost a year and a half now. And I think that that's what we should do. We should be having something like this. Anyway, what do you think about this? Leave your instant and creative responses in the comment section below. And I will go ahead and link a few of your responses to it in the future. That is my response though. Oh man, this was such a crazy video and such a crazy time. I hope that you like this theory. If you like this theory, link it in the forums, link it to Supercell, post it on Twitter. If you like this video and this idea, share it, introduce it to the community. If Supercell has not already thought about this, which I sincerely doubt that they have not, I want you to make sure that they see it. This could be amazing and game-changing for this game. Anyway, this is Mr. T. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe and like my content so you can see more of my videos in the future. Peace!